do load in, and you know, there's kills going all over the place.
Looks like we're currently at a score of 1-0. Early on, one team was able to take that lead quickly and decisively, claiming their first kill for the game and their first flag. We're only a minute and 10 seconds into this game. We already have a score on the board.
Yes, absolutely. We have MBAT, you know, trying to just take control of this top middle side of the map. You see all of the fights going down in this building area. That middle a little bit open for the time being, but you know, good start to good start for Inept, no doubt about it, to be able to get that first capture on the board so early on as well. Let's see if they can try to run away with it.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's a great way to set the pace and to get some points under the board early on. And, you know, doing that and setting that precedent, now you're really immediately at the start of a match putting it up for Warriors to step up to the plate and really get the wins.
Yeah, and we see Roddy gets cut down. A bear ate Jake. Apparently a bear's eating me. I did not know about this news, but all good. Sliding across that map, picks up Why Not. And the fight's going back and forth. Nobody really able to take full control yet, but those two kills from a bear ate Jake, big ones, but the flag is going to be taken for the time being.
Look at this. Right outside of the flag, we're going to see the sniper being grabbed. And then, of course, at the same moment, it starts to get returned. They're not able to get it very far. And at that same time, you know, 2.5 minutes into this game, already 1 point. Warriors trying to do everything that they can to level the playing field and to get that second point. A 360 or a 180 repulsor in order to send himself further forward down the hallway. Love to see it.
Looks like a Barry Jake also picks up those rockets as well. What can he get with it? He finds one. Those are going to be the rockets gone. Flag is going to be grabbed. Maybe he can sneak away with it real quick. Is able to play his life for just a moment. Still a lot of pressure on this Warrior side of the map. The nade, not good. A Barry Jake, he was just trying to maybe even the odds here for Warriors, but Inept doing such a good job of, you know, surrounding him and taking him down when needed to most.
And still, you know, the flag returned yet once again, and it's constantly, you know, I bet it's constantly in the minds of Warriors that they, right off the rip, that they were still not, you know, having that first flag cap early on. That set such a precedent, and now 3 minutes in, and we still have not gotten a return capture. Warriors struggling through mid control here. Oh no, LQG shot in a BR fight there through mid did not come through as the top contender and will take a fall. Now Tyra Snipes moving back through mid, trying to move toward this point, get some points for her team.
And you see the pressure from Warriors. They are trying to make their way through that middle side of the map, but the kills coming through. Tyra is able to find the trade, but not much done on the other side of that map. You see Inept taking that opportunity to kind of maybe force this alley side of the map, maybe sneak on through there. The shot, not good, but still got 7 more in reserve. The nade's so perfect, though, from the side of Inept. You see 1 kill for Inept, 2 for Warriors. Can they make this happen? You got 7 minutes left, so, you know, a lot of time left on the clock, but that 1 point for the side of Inept still looming in the back of your heads. Like you said, Rockets up in 30, maybe you play for that, but a play most definitely has to be made.
Man, we are approaching 5-minute mark in this game, and Warriors has not been able to respond. What a great initial way to set the pace as Inept is able to come up top quickly and strong with that first flag cap, and Warriors just unable to make a response.
Snipe is good from Tyra. The kills trying to come in on the left side of the map. It's going to be Pale Pally trying to maybe make something happen. The rocket doesn't hit, but it's definitely a good thing if you are Pale Pally. Fights going on all across the map. The map control most definitely being fought for at that right side. Nothing being done with it yet. Warriors doing such a good job of finding these kills when they need them most.
6 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. We see Rhodey pushing forward here. Rhodey on the side of Warriors steps up to the plate, wanting to get that point. He sits on this post and he's watching the rotate. He needs to get a kill or two before he makes a good move. He's going to try to do exactly that, put a few shots on, and then try to control top snipe tower.
And it's a tough spot for Inept in this, or for Warriors, sorry, because it seems like they get a couple kills and then Inept do such a good job of trading those out, and that's off the back of good teamwork. No Sozer, which is what we talked about being such an important part of this mixed division. If you're able to work as a team, if you're able to, you know, communicate well and find those team shots that you need the most, it can be so hard for that opposition to get across the map if they aren't matching that same pace from a communication, from a teamwork side of things. And if Inept are keeping that up, it's going to be really hard for Warriors to break through. But as we know, I mean, it's only one flag cap, one slip up, and this game is tied 1-1. But in the same vein, one slip up from Warriors again, and Inept are up 2-0. But this last 5 minutes and 20 seconds, this is really everything. It's either win or lose here.
See a situation with 5 minutes left on the clock where Warriors is going to really put themselves against the wall and the time. They're going to need to come through and get this win. Rhodey believes that he's not there. Why not be reckless? Found in the, I still call it sword because I'm a legacy kind of player. You know, this was a remake from Halo 3 Pit. So still the Pit callouts are what I use, which are actually not correct. You know, if you refer to needles, it's just, you know, perfectly incorrect, actually. Thanks for changing that up, making me wrong.
I feel like those call-outs should still stand. I mean, if you're calling it that, I feel like, you know, you deserve that sort of respect since you know those call-outs. So
well,
if people aren't knowing it, they're just newbies.
Thanks, Jake. I appreciate that about you.
No problem. OS getting picked up by Lagshot right here. What can he do with it? Such an important power-up to have at this point in the game. A very big one for Inept to maybe slow down the push. The rockets don't hit. They pan out perfectly. A snipe goes off as well. They're just doing such a good job of keeping the Warriors pushed back. The flag gets pulled, and now this becomes very grim for Warriors. The map one could slip out of their hands. Inept been in control the whole time.
Why not? A few shots. Excuse me. A bear ate Jake. Actually, really sucks that a bear ate you.
I know.
I think you mentioned that you didn't know that. So are you casting from inside of a bear?
I mean, I guess that's the word on the street. I mean, maybe he ate like my arm or something. He obviously didn't eat all of me, but he did eat me.
I think we just came up with lyrics. There's something about the world being a bear, and a bear ate Jake, so Jake is in the world. And okay, I will keep going. 30 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Warriors still has not been able to collect this point. And you know that they want to. LQG's shot, putting some shots on, trying to get that flag from being captured again, and he will be there for it. He's going to help his teammate, and he's going to get that flag cap. Great second point on the board from Inept.
A big capture, like you said, Sozer. At this point in the game, it's very hard to come back from down 2 caps, but anything could happen. Sorry about the scoreboard not being up, everybody. We will fix that for the game 2. Wish we could see who's maybe popping off for these teams, because obviously it's a little bit harder to tell without the scoreboard on screen. But Tyra is able to pick up that snipe. Let's see what they can do with it. Trying to play this defensive side of the map as Inept goes for another capture. Inept has seemed to have kicked it into high gear in the last 5 minutes of this game. Obviously, they started out with this first capture, but we were really at a standstill there for a while. And ever since then, the third cap comes in, and that's the map for Inept. We all know and love, and interested to see who's able to turn up here in the game 2.
Right off the bat, stepping up to the plate, we're going to see perspective of Rhodey. And this person, if you're not aware, has had some many clutch moments throughout his career with Halo Rec League. Has been participating now for a few seasons, I believe, and has provided quality entertainment along his very prestigious career, I would say, with the Rec League. We're going to start off here, match 2, tied 2-2 between Warriors and Inept here in week 2 of the mixed division here at Halo Rec League.
And we know how it goes with Slayer. You want to be able to trade those kills out, and the teamwork is most definitely at an all-time high. You see that quantum transmitter at the top of the map. Going to be interested to see who kind of plays for that one. But yeah, kills going back and forth, 3-4 yet. A little bit of a slow start for everybody, but let's see who can maybe trying to turn up these kills. You see Lagshot 3-1 so far, kind of doing the heavy lifting for Inept so far.
Team colors. Inept and Warriors both stepping up to the plate. Look at their kills are right even, split down the middle. A minute and a half went by, and this is very contrasting from the first game. You know, the first game we saw it really quick off the rip. We saw Inept take the lead. But we're going to see if they're able to do the same thing here. Tied 6-6 with just a minute and a half into this game.
8-6 now. Nobody yet to hit that 10 mark. You see, it's going to be Inept trying to take that top mid control. Or it's going to be Warriors, sorry, trying to take that top mid control. You see Barry Jake. He was having a very solid game in that CTF, but now bump and scatter. 3 assists, 3 kills, 2 assists, and 1 death. Trying to lock down for the team, put in those team shots. As we were talking about, this top mid control is so important right now.
Pale Pally with 4 assists already under his belt. Stepping up here, still tied 8-8. This is such a close, even game. About even assist to kill participation across the team, and both teams, in fact, exactly accurate. Bump and scatter, pushing now into back base. There's 2 players there, make that 3. He pops in. That's a double kill for somebody, but I didn't see who, with a great stick on the board. 3 players down for Warriors.
And yet again, the game becomes tied as we get a couple minutes into this game. At this point, 9 minutes left to go. Sitting at 11-11. Rody putting down shots from long range. Able to pick up 2. Looking for a third. Finds him. Triple kill on the board for Rody. Now 6-3. Those shots were clean and quite the angle out of Rody to be able to pick up that triple kill. Those are triple kills that don't show up on the stat sheet necessarily. Obviously, those 3 kills so important, but I mean, that's just such a big swing for them.
15-13. It's still quite even here between Warriors and Inept. Stepping up, more of a division is being made. Tyra Snipes laying down the law with that BR. And stepping up with her 2nd kill for this game.
And if you're Warriors, this would be a fantastic map 2 to take home to even up the series at 1. You're up 18-15. You gotta slow down a little bit. Rody though with a big 2 with the heat wave in hand, making such an impact right now. Looking for another triple kill, finds it. Isn't able to find the OV on both of those, but I mean 2 triple kills. He's 12-5 so far. Humongous difference maker for Warriors. They needed someone to step up, and Rody most certainly is doing so right now. 12 kills on the board and only 21 for the squad as a whole.
You know you like this lead here. You know you're a quarter of the way through the game. You got a lead of 3. That's a decent little pad. You got to wipe out half the team in order to even tie it. And they're able to stay at about that ratio. LQG shot not wanting that to be true though, and getting another kill and minimizing that deficit now down to 2.
Look at Pale Patty from the side of Inept. 9 assists so far. You pointed out his assist total earlier, but 9 assists, so big for the team. Able to put down those shots at long range. A big kill out of bump and scatter right there to extend that lead back to 4. And I think 4 is kind of the safety net for Warriors right here. If you're up 4, you're feeling confident. Once it gets down to that 2 mark, things get a little bit worrisome, with a little bit of wordplay there. But if you can stay up 4, I feel like you're comfortable for the majority of this game. Obviously, you're comfortable taking it home, but you never know. Inept could pop a 4 down at any time with the way they're playing.
Rody getting some kills and Pale Pally getting some assists. And, when it comes to participation awards, in general, they're not that prestigious until you talk about participating in kills in Halo. And then it's like, hallelujah. Pale Pally stepping up with 10 already. That's quite the participation. That's really good immediately off the rip. But now you're going to see a situation where he's going to need to participate in more and get more kills. 23-26, 3 more would tie that deficit, and they need exactly that.
You see why not playing top mid, kind of just being that nuisance player for the side of Inept, trying to draw eyes to himself in that bottom middle side of the map. Shots good from the side of Warriors. Barry Jake able to take down Mbat, but the trade comes in, still up 3, 27 points for Warriors, a little bit more than halfway there, but Inept not too far behind, and this double kill would be big, but Lagshot able to come in with the team help. Now only down 2. Inept trying to make that comeback run. Wouldn't be too big of a comeback, only down a little bit of a couple of kills from time to time, but they've been down for a majority of the game. They've yet to take the lead.
And it was tied, man. It was tied for so long until there was a lead by 3, and that's the biggest lead that we've seen this game. It has been a very close game. You can tell all of these players are really giving it their all when it's just so neck and neck.
Tied up now 29-29 as the trades come through. This is looking to turn out to be a fantastic game of Slayer. 5 minutes 17 left on the clock. You see the pings coming in, trying to get that communication rolling, but why not with a big kill to kind of change the tide there, a big two-piece. But that's going to be the first lead take for Inept. That two-piece showing to be so important, popping two when it matters most. Pale Pally still 12 assists on the board. Lag shot able to have 13 kills to his name. Rody has slowed down a little bit. We pointed out how he had 12 kills so long ago, and now only at 13, slowed down, but maybe we'll see him step up toward the later half of this game, the last leg of it. But the team shots from Inept look so good right now. You see all of them taking top mid control. Still a tie game, though.
32-31. We see Inept gain the lead for a brief moment. LQG shot, the Slayer on his team. Pale Pally right there to assist. That's a duo right there to contend with. You love seeing it, too, because you know that you're going to find some chemistry in the mixed division, and that's why it's so much fun to play mixed. You know, it's perfect if you don't have a team. There's a perfectly timed. It's perfect if you don't have a team, but it's also perfect because you're going to find these brilliant teammates that just you never would have known they worked well together until they do, and then it's something that you cherish.
Absolutely. I mean, it's kind of those like diamond in the rough moments where, you know, you never really know what to expect when you sign up for the mixed division. You could get anybody on the board, and then sometimes, you know, you find teammates that just work perfectly with you, and those are always the teams that, you know, kind of perform the best. Both of these teams obviously doing fantastic so far, so maybe both of them have a little bit of that spice to their squad. But as we're talking, Warriors take a little bit of a lead right here, 39-37, rearing the last act of the game. Let's see who steps up when it matters most, but that big kill from a Bear 8 Jake may prove very important, but still a lot of time to work with.
I can't believe his name has your name in it. That was so perfect. 36-43, a great lead here from Warriors nearing the end of this match. That's exactly when Inept doesn't want that to have happen. And you can see as that is evident in LQG shots positioning, trying to be a little slower as I say that. He pushes into utility where there's two of his enemies. But yeah, other than what he just did, it was a great example of being caution, applying caution and discretion to mitigate the risk of death.
Yeah, this is turning out to be a tough hill to climb for Warriors, or for Inept, sorry. Warriors have taken quite the lead now, 45-38. Inept have come to a standstill in the kill department. Only 2 minutes left to go. A Bear 8 Jake finds another one with the heat wave in hand. Rody able to chase one down as well. And you look at the scoreboard, you can see why they are successful. A Bear 8 Jake popping off. Roddy 17-9. Bump and Scatter with 12 assists on the board. And Tyra as well, 9 assists, putting in those team shots. And now we're rearing toward the end. 49 for Warriors. They just need one more to tie the series up in 1. And there it is. Warriors able to find that victory in the series.
Which way does it fall? And folks, we're just about to find out. I'd like to thank you so much for joining us here on the Halo Rec League. We are joining in now here into Game 3 between Warriors and Inept.
Shots good from Bump and Scatter. The kills going back and forth. You see that from the side of Warriors. They're not off to a hot start here. Only 2 kills for them, but on the other side for Inept, they have 5 kills so far. It's going to be a 3-cap for the side of Warriors, and you're going to have to move quickly because you already got 8 points for the side of them. But obviously, we know strongholds. We know how back and forth it can be. The B and C cap trying to come in for the Inept side, but the slang's still there. You see Warriors still lingering around. It's just so hard to kind of sneak these caps out from under their noses because, you know, you got to get those kills behind it.
Those kills behind it, and exactly what they're thinking about doing is trying to win this game. 27 points on the board for them, and stepping up to the plate, trying to get these kills. Let's see a Bear 8 Jake. I'm not sure if he's 8ing yet, but it sure is a bear to try to see him unload on these enemies.
Yeah, like you said earlier, very interesting to see. You know, my first cast back in Halo, we got somebody who's claiming that a bear did eat me. But maybe we'll forget about that for now. It's just very interesting, just the way the world works at times. But let's forget about it. 67-0 now for Warriors. They are picking up where they left off in that game 2. They're not trying to relinquish the lead anytime soon, and they're playing the map so well right now.
I mean, getting this lockdown, you do kind of see this. It's an A-B lockdown. We kind of called it here at the beginning of the game. This lockdown, once you get in the position of control, you get A-B locked, and you hold upper attic. And from attic, you can watch the cross. They're going to spawn at C. That's the only territory that they have under control. And they're going to move to control room to go to A, or they're going to move out into the pit to come to B. So you can just lock them down with that control. And we're seeing that demonstrated great here from Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, that's most definitely what's going on here, and I love the call out because that really puts things into perspective. It puts Inept in such a tough situation because, you know, they kind of have to hit that hallway area to maybe attack that power position that's being held down. But, you know, otherwise it's just so hard to get across here, and Inept just do not have an answer for it for the time being. You see Mbat just trying to make sure this 3-cap doesn't come in, maybe waiting for the rest of his teammates to get something done on the other side of the map, but the push finally, you know, building up. But as we say that, you see Pale Patty and Leg Shot, they're down, so there's not much more to be done. Warriors just playing a flawless game of strongholds right now. You look at the scoreboard, you see Rhodey 8-3, you see Bump and Scatter 7-5-3. Those are numbers you love to see on the scoreboard, and Tyra not far behind with 7 assists to themselves. So, I mean, this is just a masterclass of recharge strongholds if I've ever seen one.
It is a clinical control of AB, and we see why not be reckless here, pushing. And you see you also have coverage at Whirlpool. Like, I'm not sure who it is there at Whirlpool. It might be Tyra, but someone's playing Whirlpool role really well because you have to hit those shots when that C-cross takes place in that long haul. You have to hit some of those shots because then you're helping whoever's defending the attic. So, you know, this AB lockdown, 175 points. What a productive and effective control of this map. And really, it doesn't look like Inept is able to get out of this hold. But once they do, it could be a landslide. And we could see it return to come right back. And, you know, they could get this same lockdown. It's an oppressive lockdown, and it is tough to break. We're going to see a breakthrough here, though, as Reckless claims a site for his team.
Yeah, and if you're Inept, you do not want to give this up anytime soon because, you know, the momentum that Warriors are gaining just from, you know, having this much of a lead is so worrisome for the side of Warriors because, you know, if we go into map 4 and this game is not close, it's going to be a really tough hill for Inept to climb out of because as of now, I mean, it's a dominating effort from the side of Warriors. You see Rhodey hasn't missed a step, 12-3 so far. They just cannot deal with him. And if you don't deal with him, you're about to lose this game 255.
207-5 right now. AC, look, they flipped it. B is currently being controlled. If you have an AC hold, you hate spawning pipes. But at least Tyra Snipes has what she's the best with. Oh, that would have been such a sick headshot. I'm rooting for you. Under pressure, in the hot seat, man, it is tough to perform. I'm not sure anyone watching, if you've ever played on the Rec League and been on stream, a featured match, it's intense. And honestly, it's something that it's very challenging to do. All of these players deserve our respect for being on this stage right now. So I'm not sure I would have done any better, honestly.
It happens from time to time. You know, sometimes you pick the shock rifle and you're hitting everything. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. But back to it. Warriors now with the AB cap hold. They're exactly where they want Inept to be. And it's counting down quick. Only 15 seconds left to go before Warriors are able to take this game 3 and go up 2-1 in the series. Mbat trying to make anything happen for the squad. You got one more 4 push to make, but I don't know if you have time to make it. You got to fly, and you cannot.
Dang.
The Warriors with a fantastic showing in this game 3.
Some like trick jumps. See Shyway pulling off some videos, and man, just learning some of those jumps can really, really help. We're going to see here game 4 underway. Already getting some time on the board. We got Inept. Pale Pally holding that ball for 2 seconds. And you love to see that right off the rip, you know, not wasting any time. And the response, bump and scatter. A few points on the board, why not? Watching that Ovi, knows that they're going for it. Gets approached here at key door. Shots from him, a reversal. Great shots there. Under Rody from Reckless.
Warriors with that overshield in hand, though, also with the oddball at that top tower area. You see a Barry Jake just trying to roam around, making sure there's nobody kind of sneaking through, but they have all the information they need. Mbat with a big shot with that snipe, and now Inept kind of flipped the script on him. They push Warriors so far back, even with the OB in hand, and now they have that top tower control that is oh so wanted, but you're still down 20 points. You got to get a hold of that oddball real soon, and why not? Going to be the player to do that. He's got players around him. Let's see if he can survive through the madness. He's able to pick up one, but the second doesn't work, and now Warriors with that ball back in your hand, but Barry Jake, he's going to be trying to make something happen.
And make something happen he will. Look, he just take the ball. Rody passed the ball, got some good objective time, and we're going to see a tower hold. Already 50 seconds in. They've gotten one kill, so they're watching one off respawn now. 50 seconds on the board, and this is a strap-down control. This is exactly what Warriors wants.
Yeah, not a lot of kills from their side either. 4 and 1 for bump and scatter, but otherwise everybody close to even here. Nice trade there from the side of Warriors. They still got the ball in hand. That Ovi's going to be popped. Pale Pally, exactly the player you want it in their hands. Gonna have to make a play with it. You only got 30 seconds left to go before you lose this round one. The shots, not good. The trades back and forth. And you're still trying to push toward that ball, but Pale Pally, he's making the overshield worthwhile.
Tyra playing the nest role really well. You know, in a tower hold, you have someone at nest to force spawns back to the garage. They watch anyone who exits out into the yard, and they also need to provide support to anyone who pushes top mid, and you saw her doing exactly that.
Absolutely. Only 17 seconds left to go for Warriors. Nobody with that ball left in hand. Those thrusters going to be grabbed by their side as well. The heat wave going to be so important in this situation. You need that close range power up. Kind of make something happen. You see Tyra playing slow, playing for the team shots, the jump over top with the heat wave, and the cleanups are going to be good. One more kill for Tyra needs to come through. She gets it. Now lag shot, the only one left alive, but Tyra's going to run away with it. Only 15 seconds left, and a big play out of Tyra to find that oddball.
Still maintaining control in their possession. Warriors now approaching the first point here in this oddball match here at Live Fire.
Looks like Warriors are going to run away with this one. The ball falls,
though.
Man. Who can grab it? It falls off the map. I mean, hey, it happens from time to time. Inept may have a lifeline here for a moment, but nobody alive. Tyra just trying to make sure that nobody's trying to sneak away, and that should do it. Warriors able to pick up that ball when they need it most, and they take that round one, picking up exactly where they left off in the strongholds. I said maybe Inept would able to fare better on this map because of the similarities to CTF, but it looks like Warriors, they just needed some time to warm up during that map one.
Here we go. Round two. Warriors and Inept. Warriors, 2 points on the board. This is back against the wall for Inept, and we see a double kill come through. Stepping up to the plate, trying to get that advantage. Inept really needs it. They know they want it. Maybe they can get it.
Snipe in hand, why not? What can he do with it? Why not be reckless? Why not be sniping is the real question. Goes for the no-scope. The overshield in the hands of Warriors. Nobody with the ball just yet, but the kill's going in for a Barry Jake, a big two-piece right there. And Bump and Scatter are able to pick up that ball. You see him taking it to the garage area. How much longer can they have it for? The shot's good. The cleanup is not, though. Now, why not? Gonna have to wait for the teammates.
Sitting back garage. This is another popular control point. Sit back there and have someone else sit out at the opposite, which is actually main door, surprisingly. Force them to spawn and back tower. Make them run the whole map every single time they try to get that ball from you.
Absolutely. I mean, the spawns out are so far. The nades can come in, though, so that is a little bit of a danger, but the ball being dropped for the time being. Why not? And Pale Pally with some kills of their own. Pale able to pick that up for just a moment. Obi popping in 30, so you don't necessarily need to worry about it yet, but it's definitely something to have in the back of your mind, play for when it's going to pop, because we know how powerful that power-up can be. Slow game for both teams, only 11-9 so far, only 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to work with, but it looks like Warriors should be able to grab this ball.
Dang, all 4 down on the side of Inept, and that'll be the switch that gets flipped that makes the control go in the favor of Warriors. Rhodey currently getting ball time. Already I see a spread like butter evenly across the bread is really good participation on the objective from the Warrior side. Even though we did see a pass off, like a handoff, and it seemed almost on a pointed one when Rhodey handed the ball to a Bear 8 Jake, but see, a Bear 8 Jake is currently the kill leader, so you know, I would be taking the ball from him if it were me.
Yeah, you want, when you got a player like a Bear 8 Jake, you want him to be able to spread his wings and fly, and right now he's most definitely doing that, but you got the ball in hand, you know, you're kind of confined to a certain space, so maybe in the future they're gonna say, hey, give me that ball, you go get kills. But hey, everybody's eating from the side of Warriors. You see Tyra with 9, Rhodey with 8, Bump and Scatter with 8, the whole squad popping off when they need to most. The ball still kind of in limbo right now, but as we see, the Warriors definitely most close to it. Why not be doing a great job though of getting some shots from over top.
22-15. Round 2 is pacing a lot differently. What was different about this? I'm not sure. Maybe Warriors wasn't able to get the control off the rip, but maybe it's Inept who realizes this is their last chance to stay in this series and maintain a flawless record. Both teams 1-1, backs against the wall as Inept's almost about to claim game 2 with 40 seconds toward that victory.
Nobody grabbing the ball just yet. It's going to be Bear 8 Jake. He's going to be grabbing that thing, knife in the wall, just waiting to see any information he can find. Kills going on the board for Inept, but they just can't make their way across the map just yet. You see Mbat being able to maybe try to push it, but a Bear 8 Jake able to kind of just stay alive in this position so well. Going to run away with it as well, pull it toward his teammates, but Pale Pally trying to make the play, but some good shots from Tyra, able to cut him down. The spawn so far, we were talking about it earlier, but the fight for this Obi is not going to occur. We see Pale Pally, though, with some big kills, or I'm pretty sure that was Tyra, sorry. The ball still in hands of a Bear 8 Jake, just playing the corner of the map to make sure if he needs to, he can jump down.
Oh, man. Bit of a risky move to jump up toward the surface. You would be able to save yourself with a clamber if you didn't jump off the edge, but you also could put that ball up on the ledge and not be able to play it. Pale Pally getting caught as he tries to go toward the ball. That was a great play from Warriors, well executed, played the ball at the right time, rotated to get into the right spot. Now 3 down from Inept, with 20 seconds left on this scoreboard. I'm not sure that Inept's going to have any more say in this game.
It's going to be a tough battle for them as the seconds tick off. It's just so much harder and harder to make this comeback occur. You see Mbat trying to make something happen, but the ball gets played 94-15. This is looking similar to the round 1, and we both know how that one ended, Sozer.
Had to play the ball with 6 seconds left. That's when you shed a tear and you pour one out for your lost friends.
Inept grab the ball for just a moment. It's going to be lag shot 11 and 9. Playing pretty solid. Nobody from Inept, kind of playing badly. But, I mean, these points have been going for the side of Warriors ever since the beginning of the game. You're going to have to really flip the script here toward the end. You're going to want to take this round home and stay alive here in the series. Don't forget, Warriors 6 seconds away from, taking home this series as a whole, not just this map. But that ball going to be bottom middle. You see Bump and Scatter playing for it. The heat wave there. The repulsor right into him. The kills coming through for the side of Warriors going to be Rhodey and Bump and Scatter, but as Bump and Scatter gets cut down, it's going to be Inept able to run away with that ball in hand. Pale Pally got the ball in hand. It's not over for him yet. You see him running toward the OV. You see the speed of the players. They know how important this is right now. 44-94, a lot better than it was just a moment ago, but as Bump and Scatter tries to sneak through that middle of the map, he gets cut down as well. Warriors, You see them trying to play for it. They know they just need 6 seconds, but you got to think, Shozer, maybe they just need to slow down for a moment and really play for these kills.
And Bethula doing a great job of collecting time. And you know, the 94 seconds that Warriors currently has toward their point could all be flushed down the toilet if Inept can claim this round. We're going to see a game 3 of Oddball at live fire. 25 seconds left to determine that fate.
Inept trying to make it happen. Stays alive with some solid snipes from the side of Why Not. He's 15 and 14 right now, putting up the kills for the side of Inept. With that snipe in hand, he says, don't worry about it, guys. I'll take care of the support. 91 seconds left. Warriors about to get their lead taken from them. The ball gets dropped for just a moment.
Oh, no.
Warriors trying to sneak on in, bump and scatter in a berry. Combined for 2. They grab that ball. 3 seconds left. The kills come in. Only 4 seconds left, and it's all up to Rody. And Inept stay alive with an 80-plus point comeback to stay alive.
What a nutty response. Inept coming back to the surface after almost drowning. That was a great play and a great way to save the day.
Most definitely. Those power-ups are going to reset. OS going to be up. Snipe gets grabbed from the side of Warriors, but that ball, the most important, Pale Pally going to grab that off the rip. Looks like somebody is playing for that overshield. It's going to spawn in 12, but for now, Inept picking up where they left off. They've had so much ball control since they flipped the script of the game.
Script flipping fiends is what I'm going to call them. A double kill, bump and scatter, great response, and overkill and overshield. Make that a triple kill, and the ball in his hand. Bump and scatter. Where have you been all my life?
Bump and scatter. You got to think in most situations you get the triple kill and you're looking for the overkill, but no. Bump and scatter says, "Where's that ball? I'm going to grab that thing." Bump and scatter finds another one as well. You see a Barry Jake, 97 seconds on the clock for the squad. It's going to be Tyra, though, with it in hand right now. They have some sort of a lead, but Tyra with the snipe in hand, you're going to play for those kills, no doubt about it. You have the support for your teammate. The shot is good. Can you find the second one? No, you can't, but at least you push him back for the time being. You see all the Inept players in front of you. Rody's going to drop that ball off of that map. That snipe isn't going to go, though. Doesn't look like Inept grabbed it. Now they do. That ball resets, and Warriors looking for the kills on the other side of the map.
I saw 3 players down all at once there, and then the fourth, Barry Jake, just took a fall from Warriors. That's effective switch of power. Pale Pally with the ball in possession. Round 3, oddball. Warriors up 1. Inept needs a response here, and they have just gained the lead for the first time in this entire oddball match, cleverly using the outside of that shroud screen. Even though you have a waypoint on you, you know, that's just going to add some confusion and clutter and prevent you from being shot directly at. I think that was a great usage of that shroud screen there, demonstrated by the oddball carrier.
Warriors trying to play for the overshield, but it looks like Inept grab it, and they do. The shot's good. Not sure who's trying to stay down there, but you see them trying to rotate that ball. You see Rody, he says, we need to get this ball out of here because they have overshield. The nade, not good, gonna bounce off that pillar, but he does not die off the back of it. You see a Bear 8J, he takes that ball, he runs to the other side of the map. 100 seconds on the clock for him. He breaks that triple-digit mark, and he's forced to jump off as there's no other Warriors members to support him. 26 seconds till that snipe pops, and why not? He's gonna play for this ball. They're bringing it back to Garage.
45 to 25. Well, 30 now. Warriors able to keep this lead, but not for long if this track record continues to stand. Look at Pale Pally. 12 assists under his belt. What a performer.
2 kills for the side of Warriors. You're forced to play that ball. Can you get the kill off the back of it? The knife isn't good, but he finds it. Why not? The big kill right there. He's got the heat wave. One more shot with it. He wastes it. The trip line nade not going to hit, but staying alive, and that's what matters most. It looks like the ball is being grabbed by Bump and Scatter. He's taking it to Narnia, though, and he gets cut down. He essentially hands it to the side of Inept, but you see Warriors there all around that tower side area. You see Why Not trying to play it, and he does. Good play right there to buy some time because you don't want Warriors to get that ball in that scenario, and they don't know that Why Not is here. He finds the snipe kill, finds the snipe as well. He only has a snipe and an empty heat wave. 22 seconds left to go. This game is almost tied. It's going down to the wire, Sozer.
My gosh, what a close game. Bump and Scatter with a double kill. stepping up to the plate right now. We're going to see a situation where that ball is heavily contested at all times, and it is currently still a very close game here. Oddball, this could be it. Warriors has the ball, and they're in the tower. Pale Pally got the overshield, though. Approaching that tower with the overshield, needs to act soon. 40 seconds before Warriors takes this win.
Yeah, and if you get overshield, you want to do something with it, but 2 Inept players fall with the push. Now it's going to be a Barry Jake trying to shed off this player, but he's still got half his OB health left to work with. Still overshield in hand, going to be chowing all of these fights. You see that player bump and scatter. He's just playing the play. Now they get 83, so they have that ball for a very solid amount of time. Pale Pally is able to slow that down, but bump and scatter, doing such a great job of finding that 2-piece, finding that ball, and now Inept, it's looking like it's falling out of their hands yet again. 3 down for him. Why not? Trying to play that outskirts of the map, but Tyra staying consistent as always, 22 and 20.
Brody's a machine, man. Saw how he used that plasma pistol right there. That thing's laughable, but seeing how he used it would make me cease laughing. 88 seconds on the board. Warriors is going to claim this win. This is it, folks. 7 seconds away from claiming this victory. Tyra snipes with the oddball, pushes it back out to mid to try to mitigate control. And man, knowing to do that at that time, well-executed mitigation of potential points for your enemy, and that's going to be a conclusion. Warriors is going to come out on top of not only this game, but this series as they take this victory.
And we get a fantastic